Hello and welcome back. This time we are not playing Settlers 3, we are playing Settlers 2. We are playing the 10th anniversary edition of Settlers 2. This game is a little bit old, I think it's from 2006, so it's becoming a classic in itself. And we are playing the Vikings expansion, which is originally not published in English, but we are playing with a fan-made patch, which makes all the voice and text English. So let's get to it. I think we should just play the Viking campaign. Oh, there's also we can also play the original campaign from here. Okay, pretty cool. But I think we should do the Viking campaign. So let's get to it.
Chapter 1: The Vikings.
Wow, that sounds weird.
For many centuries the Vikings were considered great predatory warriors. The Viking, a typical style of raid, gave these people their name. And even today storytellers tell of the shameful and heroic exploits of these savage warriors. But hardly anyone knows the legend of Bjarni, the fearless navigator who on his travels to the unknown, in an old ruin discovered remnants of an ancient artifact covered with strange characters. Bjarni brought these stones home, where scholars deciphered the ancient inscriptions. The stones were fragments of a portal, which was older and more powerful than all the other portals, and used to connect all the regions of the world. The craftsmen of the Vikings managed to put the portal together again and use its magical powers. Bjarni's world portal from now on allowed traveling to every region of the world. Now they could travel to remote locations the Vikings had never seen before within seconds. Thus, the Vikings soon founded colonies in distant lands, met strange people and drove brisk trade. Fragrant spices, fine fabrics and goods from around the world now arrived daily in the storehouses. Trade brought wealth and allies, but the new wealth allowed the Vikings to get careless. According to legend, it was in the year of the wolf, as the Vikings invited their friends to a sumptuous feast. The Romans brought sauces made from fermented fish, and the Nubians brought tiger skins and 6-foot tusks of giant monsters. And even from the realm of the East merchants arrived and brought bales of shiny silk. Together, they drank the honey wine of the Vikings and feasted, toasted and danced until late into the night. At dawn, however, a huge explosion rocked the Viking city. With a clap of thunder, the world portal burst into pieces. The impact of the disaster broke the ground, spun around trees and danced ghostly energy vortices through the air that sucked in everything they touched. A group of terrified Vikings, who had sought refuge in a hut, vanished before the eyes of the friends, into the void. And one moment later they found themselves on a strange beach, next to a completely destroyed portal. No familiar star showed them the way. Everywhere rampant alien plants. Were they just beaten by a spell of misfortune? Far to the south there seemed to be a village in the mist. There, they hoped, they would find allies and perhaps even a portal to the homeland. So the Vikings chose young officer Erik as their leader. He should guide them in these dark times and lead them in search of their lost homeland.
So this that voice was a little bit weird. I think it was computer generated, but let's get started. And the way it works in Settlers 2 is it is pretty much like Settlers 3, but we have to make roads to everything. So if we make a quarry here and do like this, then people can start walking from our headquarters to the quarry to start working on it. So this guy is a builder, this guy is a carrier, and people are carrying stuff from inside the headquarters, and this guy will then walk back and forth here. Only one guy can be on one road, so we can set down a flag here and have 2 people on this road. Then this guy will walk to this flag, put it down. The guy will walk here to this flag and put it there. So doesn't really make much of a difference if it is only one building and or not a lot of traffic. So okay, we are started on the quarry, so let's think about how we are going to do the wood cutting. So I think we should cut the wood up here. It is pretty close to the main thing here, and there's not a lot else we can use it for. Well, there's a lot of other things we can use it for, but this is what makes the most sense right now, I think. So maybe do a forester here and do a woodcutter up here. I'm still a little bit sick, so if there is some cuts in the voice, that is the reason, because I'm cutting out all my coughing. Let's put a sawmill here and line all of these together. What am I talking about? No, actually, I'm going to do like this. Okay, we have the quarry up, and we need to consider the amount of things we have in our main building. I'm just quickly pouring something to drink because I can't stop coughing right now. Okay, so this is the amount of planks we have, so we need this up and running pretty soon. We will probably have to expand it, and a good way to do that could be to have another forester here and a cutter here and a cutter here and maybe another sawmill here, something like that. The question is if we should just do that right away. Let's see, do we have enough builders? We have another builder, and we already have 4 buildings going, so that is probably good. And we also have another stone cutter in here, so we can... Why can't I hit this? And we have another we have another stone cutter, so we don't need to spend any of our pickaxes or anything on a new stone cutter, so that's pretty handy. And seriously, I start talking and suddenly I'm coughing all the time. Okay, so these buildings are coming up nicely. It's a bit slow. We could speed up the time a little bit like this and even like this, see how fast they run. But I'm gonna keep it on this speed for now, because we don't have a lot going at this point. But we are waiting for it, so maybe, I don't know. Yes, let's get started on the forester here. And in the old games there was an ability here where you could sort of click this and get the nearest road to snap to it. But I guess that is not in this version of it. So cutter. I don't think we're gonna need a lot of stuff up here, so we don't need room for a barracks up there to get more land. So we can do a woodcutter here and a woodcutter here. No wait, maybe we should do the sawmill here and then do a woodcutter here instead. No, then this will not get a good road. Maybe it's just better to That's always the problem with these games, getting the best path. So far this works. I think we will stick with this. We could... no. Okay, I think we will put a woodcutter here. Yes, because then it is in a good proximity to the forester. And if we do like this and something like that, then we can do a sawmill here. We can do something else here and link together with the rest of the world, because we're gonna need to expand. I think we should do a barracks there and no, not link it there. Let's do like this instead. Yes, that works. And for some reason I don't know how these how I see the productivity of things without having the toggle building view on or off. So I need to figure that out. I can toggle a lot of things on or off here, but that thing I am not sure about. Continue, we don't want to see the mission again. We can toggle game speed a little bit maybe, just to get this going a little bit. And we have 2 buildings going, which means we have more builders, but we only have this one sawmill, so we will have to what am I trying to say? We will have to wait a little bit. So this is quite the detour this guy is taking to deliver to the sawmill, but I guess it's fine. We could have this guy deliver directly to our headquarters here. It's weird having a headquarter again after all these years playing Settlers 3.
The wolf. As a scout of the Vikings approached the foreign settlement, a spear pierced deeply into the tree next to him. He immediately pounced on the attacker. In the following melee, he lost a tooth, but then easily gained the upper hand and carried the unconscious attacker over his shoulder. Back to the camp. The upper body of the stranger was marked with tattoos of a wolf. Was this an omen? Alarmed by the hostile reception that had been prepared for them, the Vikings made their way. As they neared the strange village, they saw the men with whom they had been laughing and carousing a few hours ago. But at the party they wore rich clothes worthy of a prince, and were feasting together with the others. But now that they felt unobserved, these strangers showed their true colors. They were pirates. Everywhere in the camp, mountains of booty could be seen that these scoundrels had stolen from the Vikings. These pirates had also plundered the homes of the Vikings and destroyed the portal. For that, they would pay.
So the story thing have been updated a little bit. So we have the side quest here now. We need to defeat the forces under the wolf banner. Can we see a wolf banner? I don't really see any wolf, but I think it's these guys. And we have gotten some mountains here, so we need to go and have a look at what is in those mountains. So the way we do that is we put this flag down and then we send geologists out. I think 2 is fine. So then they will start walking down here. How is our wood looking? We are starting to build up a storage of planks. I think we should get some better defense. I think a large building is probably too much. I think a watchtower could be good. Just to not build too big, but not to build too big, but to have some sort of military presence at their border. And also, in order to do something, I think we need to push their border, because it doesn't seem like there is enough in these mountains to give us a military production. Question is if we should have placed it up here instead, so we could get what was on the other side of the mountain here. Well, I hope this is enough. We will see about that. And this is filled up with people. So we are not doing anything. We are just building up stuff. Okay, we are building this building, but we are only building a single building. So we need to do stuff. Preferably we should be making soldiers, but we can't do that at this point. So what else can we do? We can fish, because that will help us get those soldiers we need. So let's do 2 fisher huts like that. Fisher huts, what the fuck was I talking about? Okay. And we have a bit of forest down here, and we're not really using this area at this point, so we could do a temporary hunter like this, and also think it's time we do a farm. If we do it like this and then like this, then there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 areas where he can put his farms down. So I think that is enough to get the 100% productivity. Let's see how everything is doing. Our quarries are going fine. And the great thing is these guys, they will cross the border to cut the stone on the other side. So we don't have to think about that. And we have gotten a bit of coal up here. So let's get rid of this flag and make sure we can place a good coal mine. I think if we can do one here, and then we can probably do one here or something like this. So let's set this down and do yes, let's do like that. Then no, I changed my mind. Let's do like this. Really don't like the strange roads. I like to have them as straight as possible. So this is going fine. All of these are 100%, so that's pretty good. We could have this woodcutter, give him a road straight to here, then we can bypass this road. Then we can have this guy feed to this guy directly. Is that what we want? because we don't really need the roads to the foresters. We can do like this, like this, like this. No, we don't want to destroy the building. We want to get rid of the road. Rid of the road. Okay, let's see if we can do this a little more efficient. We want this guy so we can do like this. Or is that just too weird? No, I think it works. And I think this also gives more space in between here to place new trees. And our watchtower is coming up nice. The thing we need to consider with our expansions here is to do the catapult towers here. They are pretty useful, but they are also pretty expensive in the stone cost. So as this is our only stone at this point, we should probably just stockpile a lot of stone and look for more stone. Looks like there's more stone down here, so maybe we can use that for something else than building. And looking at the time, I think it is getting close to the time when we should end this episode. Yes, I think we will do that. But before we do this, I just want to say a few things. This is a new. This is a brand new series. I hope this will be a series, but it depends on how well it gets received on the channel. So so hopefully we can make a series out of this. And I have made a Facebook page for my channel. So there is a link for that up at the banner on my YouTube page, and I plan to post information about what is going on the channel and what is coming up and such. So and also if you want to chat, if you have something to say, some critique, some feedback, anything, you can also write it there. You can write it in the comment section here as well. I'm gonna read it all, so yeah, do that. And thanks for watching, and see you guys in the next video.